In a world powered by electric vehicles, AI data centers, and an always-on technology world, we face a new challenge, keeping the lights on cleanly, safely, and securely. And the answer for this issue might just be nuclear. As we transition to a digital-first society, our power grid is under pressure. EVs, smart devices, and AI infrastructure are demanding more electricity than ever before. But solar and wind alone can't keep up, especially when the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing, not to mention daily high-demand peak hours. That's where nuclear energy comes in. It's clean, powerful, and constant. In April 2024, the U.S. brought Vogtle Unit 4 online. It's the first new nuclear reactor in over 30 years. It joins Unit 3 to provide clean, steady energy to the southeast. This isn't just a power plant, it's a symbol of what's to come. Because if we're serious about a zero-carbon future, nuclear isn't optional, it's essential. In the cyber world we live in, protecting nuclear power isn't just about guarding fences or locking vaults. The real threats are evolving, some invisible, some inside, and some online. Let's break down the top 5 nuclear security concerns and how they're being handled in today's digital age. The nightmare scenario? Someone gets their hands on uranium or plutonium, materials that could be used in a nuclear bomb or a radiological dirty bomb. It's not science fiction, it's a global concern. To prevent this, nuclear plants operate under intense physical security, biometric scanners, armed response teams, surveillance, and motion sensors. But that's just the start. The real weapon is data. Facilities track every gram of nuclear fuel with Material Control and Accounting, or MCNA systems. And globally, the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, uses satellite surveillance and site inspections to make sure none of that material goes missing. What happens if hackers gain access to a nuclear plant's control systems? It's already happened. In 2010, the infamous Stuxnet worm attacked Iran's nuclear centrifuges and physically damaged them using code alone. In the US, nuclear plants are required to isolate key systems from the internet, a concept called air gapping. No Wi-Fi, no remote access, just hardened internal networks. But that's not enough. Plants use layered cybersecurity defenses like firewalls, endpoint monitoring, behavioral analytics, and segmented access zones. The NRC's cybersecurity rule, 10 CFR 73.54, mandates strict policies to detect, prevent, and respond to digital intrusions. Red teams, or ethical hackers, are regularly deployed to simulate attacks and identify weak points. The goal, always stay one step ahead. Not every threat comes from outside. Sometimes the danger is internal, a disgruntled employee, a contractor with access, or a coordinated terrorist plot. To combat this, facilities operate under a Design Basis Threat, DBT, a government-defined worst-case scenario they must be prepared for. This includes armored vehicles, insider help, and drone attacks. Reactor buildings are designed with reinforced concrete containment vessels that can withstand everything from natural disasters to plane crashes. And inside, there's the 2-person rule: no one enters critical zones alone. Ever. Security teams are constantly trained and drilled for rapid response. This isn't just a workplace, it's a fortress. Even after fuel is used, it remains radioactive for thousands of years. That's why transporting and storing spent fuel is another major security risk. Nuclear waste is stored in dry casks, massive steel and concrete containers resistant to fire, flood, and impact. They're placed in hardened storage areas, often protected by blast walls and constant surveillance. When waste needs to move, like to long-term storage facilities, it's escorted by armed guards in federally approved vehicles with real-time GPS tracking and contingency plans for every possible emergency. Finally, there's the risk that nuclear technology itself falls into the wrong hands, not by theft, but by design. When countries export nuclear reactors or enrichment technology, there's always a risk of misuse. Could that reactor be repurposed for weapons-grade fuel? To prevent this, the U.S. only makes nuclear deals under 123 agreements, which legally bind countries to peaceful use. The IAEA monitors compliance with real-time tracking, on-site inspections, and accounting audits. Export laws, licensing, and diplomatic pressure ensure that civilian nuclear power stays civilian. Nuclear isn't perfect, but in this cyber-driven world, it might be the bridge between today's chaos and tomorrow's clean future. As the energy war evolves, so must our understanding. Because whether it's EVs, AI, or national security, nuclear power is back on the table. This video is for educational purposes only. If you want to know more, leave a comment below.